Well, and because of that weather, dozens of schools across the state switched to virtual learning a time or two this weekend last. But some lawmakers say we've become too reliant on remote learning, filing a bill to cut down on virtual school days. Capitol reporter Haley Wager talks with lawmakers.
Lawmakers say the goal of this bill is to get kids back in the classroom, hoping this will ultimately improve academic outcomes.
There is no better place for a child to be to learn than face-to-face instruction with their teacher.
Getting back to the basics of education, it's becoming a common phrase at the Capitol.
Keeping our kids out of the classroom is not how we're going to increase our educational outcomes.
After the pandemic, Zoom became a tool for parents and teachers in a pinch. But 4 years later, many worry kids aren't getting a sufficient education over a camera.
Those kids need to be with their teachers. That is how kids learn best.
Now, Senators Kristen Thompson and Lonnie Paxton are hoping their new legislation will get back to the basics of in-person learning.
In Oklahoma, we require schools to be in session 165 days a year at a minimum. That is one of the lowest in the nation. And then when you substitute those 165 days with virtual days, our kids are being deprived of a proper education.
Senator Thompson says this has also become a burden for many teachers and parents.
Being a mom, a working mom, those virtual days for me are very, very challenging.
The legislation would require any virtual days to be approved by OSDE 72 hours in advance.
When you do have a virtual day, there's going to be requirements that if you're elementary age, it's 5.5 hours of education on the computer. If you're in high school, it's 6 hours.
We can't just not go to school. So if we have to pivot to virtual, we do have those expectations.
That bill will be up for consideration when session starts on February 5th. At the Capitol for Oklahoma's Own, I'm Haley Wager.